out here.
Yeah.
He's more excited than anything else. Come on out here. There we go. Now when we come out here, the bird is not out here for, let's say, an enjoyable afternoon flight. The bird is on a mission, a hunting mission. You got a feather right there.
I know I'm enjoying it.
Are you? Okay, I decided to look at it whether you know it's there or not. Basically, we're going to let this bird do what he's naturally designed to do. And that's basically, we're going to let him find a perch, and we're going to let him start searching for food. What do I see? Rabbits, squirrels, mice, lizards, snakes, small children, slow-moving adults. Anything out here look edible or at least catchable? And I say he's going to look the area over, side to side, end to end, see what he sees.
Almost got me there.
And he may even look you guys over too as he goes by.
Yep.
But like say, well, maybe he does spot something. Well, what is it? It was no one. It was a small piece of chicken. Now, there was a small piece of chicken in my glove. There will be a small piece of chicken in my glove every time that the bird responds to me. Yes, I do have a bond with the bird. It is a food bond. That's what keeps the bird from leaving right now and flying to the main hotel and searching for the food. Out of the training, you do want the bird to look at you as the #1 food source. It's like this. If I am out here, the bird's out here. We're out here at the same time. And we're out here at the same time, and I show him a small piece of chicken, I expect an immediate response. Wow. That is what I expect. But if he spots a rabbit, I expect the same response. Because he already knows how to eat a rabbit. He already knows how to hunt. We're not really training the bird to go hunting. If we are, we're training him to go hunting, but let's go together on the hunt. Which leads us to a very common misconception, and that is the retrieval misconception. Yes, lots of people think that there's a retriever out here. Well, there is a retriever, but it's not the bird. Who's the retriever? I'm the retriever. The bird is the weapon. The bird catches food for one purpose, and that purpose is eat. But we discussed earlier, if the bird catches food and eats food, where does that leave me? High and dry, hungry and out of the picture. I'd like to keep myself in the picture if at all possible. And the best way to do that is to know where the bird is. So the bird looks at me as the #1 food source. Who should the bird keep in sight at all times? Me. Keeps me in sight. I should be able to see the bird most of the time.
The way it's flying first.
Exactly. But if I lose sight of the bird momentarily, is there something there that helps to track the bird? Bells. Bells are not there to scare game. Bells are there to locate the bird. Because you might be working a bird through very thick cover, and you do lose sight of the bird momentarily. If you hear ding ding, what's no big deal? You know your bird's close by. But all of a sudden you hear ding 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 ding, it may have caught something. If it has caught something, it is getting ready to eat something. You need to move in quickly and retrieve what the bird has caught. And it's a fairly simple process. Go to the bird as quickly as possible. Reach in the game bag, get a nice reward ready. Pitch that reward to the side. While they're busy eating the reward, you take what they have caught. You stuff it in the game bag. You get it out of sight. Because once it's out of sight, it's somewhat out of mind. And in the bird's mind, things are simple. I saw it, I chased it, I caught it, and I ate something. But I no longer see something. So let's move on. But they're not waiting on you. If you do not get there quickly, they will eat what they have caught. If they eat what they catch, and it is something large, they get into the treetops, it might be the waiting game. It might be days before that bird comes out of the tree. But if you have a well-trained falconry bird, are you chasing your bird all day? No. Who's chasing you? He's chasing me all day. just like he is right now.
He watches you put your hand in
He does. He watches every minute, but that's that attention you expect. You know, that's why he's back and forth, right here with me. And so he keeps his eye on me at all times. I'm not chasing the bird is chasing me. Out of 100% of the time that I am hunting with a bird, I would say 99% of the time the bird is chasing me. I might chase the bird 1% of the time. And when I do chase the bird, I do expect the bird to be chasing me, because you have to demand 100% attention. You do not have the attention, you're going to spend a lot of time chasing birds. That's no fun at all. So a little bit more like your question you had earlier, you know, what they catch, but also the different kind of cows. I am feeding them raw chicken. We do feed them exactly what they eat in the wild, which is nothing more than raw unprocessed meat. Fur, feathers, and bone is all left attached. That's a well-balanced diet. No fruits or vegetables. There's no vegetarian here. And today's menu is chicken. You have a question? Now, is everyone fairly comfortable with the bird? I hope so, because I'm getting ready to start intentionally flying this bird a lot closer to you. Feel like you are an obstacle? Feel like you are a tree? Does this bird want to hit a tree? No. So does the bird want to hit you? No. Feel like you need to move? Get out of the way of this out-of-control bird? You can get out of the way of this out-of-control bird. But actually the bird is in total control. I will repeat, he will adjust before he hits you. Now you'll notice, I did keep repeating, the bird will adjust, the bird will adjust. But I did not say one word about where the bird will adjust. Not here, here. What he's trying to do is get from A to B. A is a perch, B is a glove. So the food is over your heads,
What are you?
over your shoulders.
Yeah.
He's not showing it.
That's the pathway he's going to take.
Wow.
And he's not trying to say fly so close to you to scare you either. If he does happen to scare you by flying too close, you know, do not get upset with the bird. It's not the bird's fault, is it? Whose fault is it?
Yours.
It's my fault. I'm holding the food too close to you. But I will tell you this, if it does make you feel better, the bird is allowing some room for error out here. It's about 1/2 of an inch. So if this was a very windy day, I may not pull the food too close to you. But on a fairly calm day, I tell people this bird can almost spread a needle. There we go. Now, why did the bird fly so close there? Because I was barely holding the food visible behind their head. But now I said 1/2 of an inch to spare. Now that 1/2 of an inch starts at bird. It doesn't start at feathers. So you might feel a little brushing of feathers. You're just not going to feel anything solidly hit you. Now, got any volunteers to help me out here? We're going to use several. Let's have one of you stand right over there. Have you stand right over there. Turn and face me. Turn and face me.
Whoa.
So you
I
want to come out
see
here?
that.
So you stand about right here. Now what we'll do is anyone else that wants to, you can kind of step in here, form a couple lines. One going from here, one going from here, back through there. Yeah. That'll work. Now, basically what I have done is divided the trees up. You may guess what's going to happen. We have flown the bird over the trees. Now we're going to go through the trees. Now the first time the bird comes through here, if you can, try to look at his eyes. Look at how focused he is on the small piece of food. You ready?
Whoa.
And kind of hard to say, but basically he looks at one thing only. That small piece of food. But there's something wrong with the trees. Let's get the trees here on this side to take a step in. There we go. As you'll notice, there was no resistance. There was no problem. But now fair is fair, isn't it?
Wait, you guys can move this way, not further
Can
away.
I get you right in the front? Step back just
Me?
slightly. There we go.
Yeah, you have shoulder to shoulder.
You guys can step back.
Just swing it.
You're a little bit off angle there. Now, you are fairly close together. It's on release form, right? Just kidding.
Whoa, that could see the eyes then.
You'll notice there was no resistance. There was no problem whatsoever.
Where'd he go?
But now, let me see here. Pick me out a couple volunteers down through there. How about you volunteering? How about you, sir, volunteering? Let's have everyone else step off the side for just a second. Just have you two turn face that way. Cross your arms at the front. Now, does everyone see the two remaining trees? Give me your opinions. Are they close enough together? No. All right, trees, get a little closer. Oh, there we go. Give me just a little more room between you. All right,
Good. Chicken on their shoulder.
now, I want you to tell me where those big wings go through that small opening. Ready?
Side.
Okay, gentlemen. Okay, swivel down the wings. Now, where do the wings go?
He pulls them
They
in.
roll over, they fold back. He could actually fit safely through anything his little narrow body will fit down, which is about this wide. We had room to spare. But what would happen if I closed him up too close? I showed him. He might, but he might come crashing through. See it, need it, want it, must be a pathway. What you're dealing with here is a very focused hunter. And also, he's a trained bird. He's not afraid of you. You're nothing but the obstacle. The focus hunter, it does get him into trouble. That's why you do have so many raptor rehabilitation centers out there. Because you fly around, you lose sight of it. Over, not the fastest path. A to B. But if you sit in a tree and wait for a safe piece of food, what's going to happen? You feel hungry waiting for that piece of food. You better come in and get that piece of food. You better come in and get that piece of food. But most of the time, everything works out all right for the bird. That's why I line you up the way I do. That way I continuously have him on that invisible string. Because if he loses sight of me, I can't bring him. He's not going to come through there just automatically. He has to see a piece of food.
So is he getting full now?
Well, he's still got a little ways to go. I mean, birds eat a tremendous amount of food compared to their body size. I mean, if anybody tells you you eat like a bird, you know, basically you're eating a lot of food. Because basically